Hi, everybody. To be an elite smart contract security engineer, you should be aware that you must take security very seriously. And today I'll be showing you how you can use the Openzeppelin Defender to code and ship secure code. This way, your protocol will be safe and your users will not have to worry about cases of hacks or security breaches. And here you can see the Openzeppelin Defender. So it helps you to code, it helps you to deploy, and simply do on-chain monitoring as well. Right now, let me teach you how you can simply start using this tool. You'll have to log in with your GitHub or wherever you ship your code. For me, I use GitHub, so you can simply connect the Defender with your GitHub and you have this dashboard. So this is currently my dashboard. This is the report, findings, deploy contracts. It's simply more like an interface for you to see what's going on with your code that is in production. Like, what is going on with this code? What's this? Is there any security vulnerability? Is there any fishy stuff going on chain? This is where you see everything. And of course, you can, this is my name baptizer. You can, change it to the name of your protocol and move on with that. Let's move to the interesting part. So this is the code inspector. And this code inspector, you have to integrate one of your code base or your main code base to the inspector so it can trigger the report and see if there are a couple of findings it can pick. Even though I've discovered that this mainly gets low hanging bugs, but at least it's better than nothing. And how do you do that? Simply come to trigger report. Select assets. Now, this is where you see your repo. If you are connected to the repo of your organization, you can see it here and scroll over to see the contract you want to track. So in the instance case, I want us to track payment speeder. So it will ask you for the branch of the code you're trying to inspect. Let's say main. Then in terms of commit, select a commit. Okay, now make it trigger. It will take a couple of minutes to load. And here you can see the report. This is the contract status, standards, issues. It's currently reviewing the contract to see if there are some issues it's having that might be worth noting. So you can see the issues here. I didn't use any standard in the contract, so you won't see any standard. And this is a filter that can help pass or fail. So let's go back to the issues. And this will take a couple of minutes to load because the AI is running the job of scanning through the repo and trying to spot some vulnerabilities. Okay, we have a couple of issues ready. Well, there are some lows and a couple of notes or informational. Okay, transfer and send are no longer considered best practice. Well, and this is a more in-depth report, line 36, 40, 43. Then this is the recommendation. So instead of using transfer or send, consider using address.call value amount. Then it's a reference the right library I can use to know how to transfer Ether securely. Okay, that's fine. So we can say useful. Okay, we can do that later. Floating pragma. This is a very low. In fact, I consider it's informational, not useful. Then there's a third one, missing doc string. Let's try to see what's up. This is not so useful, but at least you get the gist of the whole thing. Sometimes some of the inspection report might not be really useful or medium or high critical vulnerabilities, but sometimes it's just good to run it and see what's up. And if you are very heavy on best practices, this inspection can be really helpful because they mainly recommend the best practice to use and nothing too serious. So that's that with the code inspector. And as you can see here, 3 lows, 9 nodes. All right, let's check out the audits. So the audit part is simply more of an integration with the Openzeppelin team. This is if you want to request an audit with them. And we have the deploy. This is really where it gets interesting. So with this, you can simply ship the code you have integrated here and simply deploy it right from the Defender instance. The main gist of this is it helps you deploy secure code. So it's better to deploy from here, and it's quite easy to set up. Simply come here. Let's deploy on Cello. Press continue. Okay, create a name. Cello Finance. Okay, add an address. You can name this Cello address. The funny thing is if you write an address that is not really one, something like this, it will flag it and not add it. So you have to really paste a correct address or a contract address here for it to go through. This is for you if you want to create a approval process. I don't really need that now, so we can go ahead and add it. So add cello address, continue. And here this is the type, it's an EOA account, so you have to simply press continue, approval process, continue. Here you go. So this is the team API key. Again, this tool is more beneficial for DeFi protocols and engineering teams. I would really recommend it for you if you are a solo dev, but then it's not bad to use it, only that it's much better for a team. It's more suitable for a team than a usual person, individual or solo smart contract engineer. And here you can see the team API key, team secret key, copy it, then deploy. Can you see network approval process, configure? So it's really as simple as this. Then this is, you just configured it now. This is where you now go ahead to deploy it when you have to. So let's go to this part. Mainly, the relayer sends transactions to the blockchain via Defender automatically. So if you create a relayer, it helps you send contract, it helps you send transactions, basically. So you can create a single relayer or a relayer group and add an approval process if required. You can see something like that here. You can deposit funds, withdraw funds, edit whatever is going on. Then the actions create automated actions to perform on-chain and off-chain operations. So you can come here to create actions, maybe monitor, name, cellular address. You can create action. Can you see that? Workflow, templates, transaction templates. For this, you need to start a premium trial. That's if you have interest. And this is monitor. You can monitor whatever is going on, governance, access control. You can come here and be seeing what is going on in real time or create them. You can create monitor for ownership changes. For example, if your protocol is suddenly hijacked or the private key of a trusted actor is compromised, you simply notice that here, or other access control issues. This is really good if you want to keep monitoring your contracts or your protocol so you detect any foul play on time and your security team will really link into action. Here you can see transaction proposal. It creates transactions to be executed on chain. This is left for you. You know, is a batch or single transaction, proposal, function, approval process. Simply configure this according to your protocol's needs. Then we have address book. It contains all the addresses you are using in interacting with your repo. And this is the access control. And for this feature, you will definitely need Premium Trial or Upgrade Enterprise. Simply, friends, that's the juice about Openzeppelin Defender. I hope you've been able to learn from this. I hope it's been very helpful in your smart contract engineering journey or leveling up as a smart contract security engineer. If you really enjoyed this video, do well to subscribe, share with other builders, and see you in the next one.